Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot weekend reading, Saturday the 9th and Sunday the 10th of November 2024. We have the moon in Aquarius all day on Saturday, and then it sneaks into Pisces, 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So that's a Sunday with a Pisces moon, isn't it? Sunday really suits a Pisces moon. So if you just feel like, and that's the picture that we get as well, isn't that nice? If you just feel like having a bubble bath or going for a walk by a lake, or just, I was going to say binging on Netflix, generally sort of going into Victorian repose around the house, that's a good Pisces moon. It's for meditation, you know, a bit more positive, more healthy. Meditation, prayer, poetry, anything like that, anything artistic. So I have another bonfire banter story. This is from Astro San Tarot's 7464. I love this. Oh, the 80s firework night. Always spent a week sitting outside our local bingo hall. This is the other thing as well. In the UK, fireworks night kind of starts at least a week before and goes on for another week after, or it does in my town. My town could be renamed Firework Town. Honestly, it goes on for yonks, to the point that my cats are actually used to it. By the time they get to be about 1.5, they're just like a rocket. They don't care. Anyhow, always spent a week sitting outside our local bingo hall with my brother, with a very cockeyed, crumpled clothed, paper mache face Guy Fawkes, collecting our pennies for sweets. Yes, we did used to do that. And getting to go and buy the bonfire toffee to knock all your teeth out with. And getting back home to see my father cursing as he kept getting his fingers jammed between two breeze blocks. Oh God. Trying to stabilise the dodgy bangers, those are fireworks. And with a trusty box of ship matches by the party 7 beer kegs, and us kids sniffing the sulphur heavy sparklers in the old days, which meant all the way down the stick. Yes, they did. So we have the sparklers, we'd have the grown-ups, they'd be drinking something or other, probably smoking all over us, you know, remember where Uncle Dave dropped his fag in the fireworks box. And then we'd have these sparklers to shut us up, you know, and we'd be amazed, writing our name, because of course we didn't have social media, so it was like, I can write my name in the sky. But these sparklers used to go all the way down to burn your hand off. And it was just a real like, yeah, you know, if you can burn your hand or not burn your hand. Drinking lots of Ovaltine to keep warm, and definitely a bath with matey bubble bath the next night to get all the smell out of our hair. Those were the days. Oh my God, that is fabulous. Thank you. I love that. I absolutely love that. And that really did. That encapsulates it better than I did. It's like, yeah, it broke a lot of rules, but somehow, I don't know if we're just looking back with fondness. I don't know. It was certainly more exciting to have that much pyrotechnics in a small back garden with cigarettes and alcohols that have been drinking beer. Alcohols? Adults? Alcohols? I don't know. That says it all, doesn't it? Oh my God, those were the days. If you have any more horrific bonfire stories, let me know. Not obviously really horrific, just, you know what I mean. Right, I am using a different tarot today, Enchanted Veil. I used this in a pick a card reading about your soulmate, which came out a few days ago. It's in the description box underneath if you want to have a look at it. It was a good reading. I used these, and I think I used the oracle cards in that as well. So it's got this kind of year written all over it, this time of year. I can't speak today, by the way. It's got this time of year written all over it. You know, this is exactly what I've been talking about. It's why I've had my nails done in this starry night colour. It's a kind of, I don't know, it's in the UK at the moment. There's no wind, there's no rain, and there's no sun. It's just steely and really, really still. I've just washed the cat blanket, so that'll be going on the line, doing absolutely nothing except just hanging there, I think. What do we need to know? Ooh, come straight out with it, why don't you? I'm declaring spiritual big jobs. Oh my God, right off the bat. Okay. Well, I've looked now. I can't ignore you. Bottom of the deck. The devil is hanging around. Okay. We're starting off with Judgment. I love Judgment. It's a very special card. Okay. I think sometimes it's associated with Pisces, and we do have a Pisces moon. Judgment is that DeLorean card. You know, we are going back to the future. It does have that feeling of drifting in time. So this can be like literally when you feel, you know, time feels different at different times, doesn't it? Like if you're dreading something, it can go very quickly or it can go very slowly. Certain periods of your life just shoot by, you know, like the boys at university. I know how quickly that's going to go, which I feel really sad about. Honestly, you kind of want it to always be the beginning, don't you? You know how quickly certain things happen. They just do. But also how slowly sometimes. So we have Judgment here, and it's about time slippage. It's about this year. It's about what you've learned, what you still have to learn, what you now know that you didn't know before, but probably can't quantify. Okay? I know, it's kind of a smudgy card. Then we have the Hierophant. This is a very nice Hierophant, actually. Do you remember I was telling you that I chose the boys' school because of the brick and the stone? It was like this. It looked like this. I know, how absolutely gorgeous. And you could do worse than choose a building for stone, you know. Hierophant is High Priest energy. It's what you know, it's what you've learned. It's a case of wisdom rather than knowledge. So you get to know things on a daily basis. You get to think about things probably on a daily basis. You go through cycles, weeks, months, seasons, astrological cycles, moon cycles, human cycles, 3D cycles, bicycles. You go through all those things. They make up a life, don't they? Philip Larkin, where can we live but days? But days turn to months, turn to years. And this is about turning what you've known into wisdom. And wisdom is something, let me just turn that off. Wisdom is something that mixes. It's a bit like perfume and aftershave, right? I'm not a fan of perfume and aftershave, but if I'm ever going to tolerate it, it's because it takes on the smell of the person who's wearing it. That's very important. You know, if you put a perfume on, and it's been a long time since I did, but back in the day, like 20 years ago, if I put a perfume on, there was only 2 perfumes in the whole thing that smelled like me rather than like I was wearing perfume. One was Beautiful by Estee Lauder, and the other was CK1 by Calvin Klein. And that's no advert for either of them because they may smell terrible on you. Things that smell great on my sister did not smell good on me. So if we think about knowledge as perfume, okay, you're putting it on. You're taking it in, you're rubbing it in, whatever you're doing, like this, you know. And then it creates a mixture with your smell and your pheromones, and that produces something great, which is wisdom, is what I'm saying here. It's like putting knowledge on every day. My brain, honestly, since I had sedation, has not been the same. It could be argued that I'm always in a semi-state of sedation anyway as a Pisces. You know, my brain is a little bit like diddle-a-ding, diddle-a-ding, a bit like one of those kaleidoscopes you had as a kid when you looked through it and you turned it. That's what my brain is like. But since I had my eye surgery and I had sedation, I've just been like a crackpot. Honestly, I just like... It's been a little while since I had it. How long does it take to wear off? Oh, 2 hours, they said. Try 2 weeks and it's still going. Anyway, the Hierophant is like putting knowledge on, and it mixes with you, and that creates wisdom. That's wisdom because it emanates with your particular smell. Okay? We took it to the limit of the analogy. Then we got the King of Cups coming in. King of Cups, of course, has progressed from the page. Don't know why the page is, is doing this. From the page to the knight. Let's have the knight like that. And the king. Okay? Told you I was bonkers. The King of Cups has come to terms with their own emotions. That doesn't mean, it doesn't make you top dog, you know, or above other people or anything like that. It just means that you know yourself. The Oracle at Delphi, know thyself. Okay? And through this, if I give you a quick look at the cards, gosh. This is like a triumvirate of finding out, going back, going forward, cycling round in knowing something and turning it into wisdom. Now then, the devil's lurking in the background. Hello, Mr. Devil. Hi. And I want to see what card's in the foreground as well. Oh God, this card will not leave us alone, will it? I must be nicer to it. Page of Pentacles. It's going to take time. We know this. We know this. We know this. It's like cycling, 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 cycling over and over in the same thing. Okay? So we have the devil here. So there is some level where it's catharsis, where we're tapping into things that are quite deep, and where we're recognizing, and this sounds really weird, but where we're recognizing the footsteps of the devil in our own lives. So things that may have been handed to us, things that we may be cycling through in terms of our own emotional state, and trying, I think, to move forward from or with. Let's have an oracle card. Okay. No, it's not these. I was thinking it was these. It's not these. It's a different one. Hang on. Let me have a look. Why do they... These are like pop-up tents, these tarot cards going back in boxes. They come out so easily, but when you're trying to stuff them back in... And there isn't even a white booklet in that one. Right, okay. We're having an Enchanted Veil oracle cards. We're going to match. This is like wearing matching underwear. It hardly ever happens. But here we are. Okay, so these are the ones I used for the front of the pick a card reading. Ooh. Okay, good. Itchy. I want that one as well. Oh, even more itchy. Nice. We get leaf. Change is inevitable. Embrace the seasons of life, which of course we're in a very leafy season here in the UK. There's a lot of leaves. Also, the council are on like a budget, so they don't sweep the leaves off the pavement anymore. So it's literally like going through this deep of leaves, which I quite like, but could be quite hazardous. And we get the cat, which is very nice. Ooh. Someone walking down the street carrying a collapsible ladder. Let's see. Exciting times. I'm not seeing the other thing. A collapsible ladder and a oops. Collapsible ladder and possibly an iPad. Gosh. Interesting combo. Trust your instincts. Very pretty. Trust your instincts and move with a quiet confidence through life. I think that actually makes sense, she said, surprised at her own making sense. Leave me a comment, let me know what you're doing at the weekend, if you've got any plans or if you're going to Pisces moon it, which I think I'm going to. And I'll see you soon. Namaste.